Hello everyone, welcome to my first online multiplayer match. It's a 1v1 where I'm playing against the High Elves. Let's go look at my army right now. I've got 3 groups of Dread Spears. They only cost me 450 gold each. I've got 3 groups of Dark Shards with shields and they cost me 650 each. 3 groups of Black Arc Corsairs at 600 gold per. And over here I've got my Hargoneth Executioners at a whopping 1200 gold. They're my elite infantry. I brought in a War HYDRA, which is just trying to get into the woods right now, way over here. And it's a battle that actually caught me off guard. I didn't realize how much more micromanagement I would have to handle, but it's a lot more for sure. And so I'm very glad to get into the multiplayer right in the very beginning where I can really try to fill things out. So over here I have a Canite Assassin, I've got a Sorceress for Dark Magic, and let's go look at what they have real quick. So he's got a Flame Spire Phoenix. This character, this little unit over here, has an AoE attack that can be used 10 times. Over here, we're looking at normal spearmen. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 total. And he's got over here an Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. They have incredible range and can do a lot of damage over time. And I knew that he would bring in anti-large. Lothern Sea Guards have anti-large, and they're very tough. You can't just charge into them easily. He brought in a Swordmaster of Hoeth group and Teclis too, which might actually have been a bad choice. Over here, the Silver Helms are charging in. He's got more of them way over here. Oh, not Silver Helms, but rather Illyrian Reavers. And in the woods, far, far away, he's got an extra group of Illyrian Reavers. Maybe he was trying to find me, I'm not too sure. But if you look at what I'm doing, it's a little bit weird, and I know it is, and you're going to question why I'm doing it. But I want to move into the woods immediately. I want to make sure that he's unable to shoot me immediately. So that is exactly what I do. I didn't want him to have the advantage of just being in an open field. Not only that, he's got more cav. A lot of cav. I don't really have cav. I couldn't really afford cav if I wanted to bring in my War HYDRA, which has a breath spell that can do a lot of damage. Fury Breath. Yeah, over here we've got Murderous Mastery. Merciless Frenzied Agent of Slaughter even when unprovoked. Which gives me a huge boost if you look at that real quick. Plus 25% to charge bonus, plus 15 to leadership, plus 25% to melee attack, plus 30% to vigor, and can cause fear. Now, I'm going to take a lot of damage. He's going to keep on hitting me, and that's exactly why I didn't want to charge at him. If I charged at him, his advantage in range would beat me down. He's got some Lothern Sea Guardsmen, he's got archers somewhere. Oh no, actually it's all Lothern Sea Guards. No archers at all anti-large, and that's why I didn't want to bring in a dragon. I had a feeling that would be a bad idea. So I'm moving into the woods right now. I use a Mystifying Miasma right over here, which slows him down, does some damage. I'm trying to charge in. I know that my Dreadlord is quite sturdy, and that because he has a wizard, he can't really single me out. Not only that, I've got a lot of heroes. He does use a net upon me, a net of Amantak, and uses a Flock of Doom immediately upgraded too. I'm charging it right now, going after the Lothern Sea Guard. And he's going to try to group on after me, but he doesn't really have anything that can take out my leader, not quickly anyway. Yeah, I have her just charge in, and then she's like, you know what, maybe I'm out. Maybe I'm going to pull back a little bit. There they are. And for the moment, I'm surrounded. But if you go look over here, I'm using a Pit of Shades right on top of their units. Trying to do as much damage as I can, which it actually does quite a bit of damage, thankfully. Just go look at them right now. Not a good place to be in. They're all grouped up, and he was doing well. I was actually a little bit nervous in the very start. I was like, oh man, my first match, and this guy probably knows what he's up to. Alright, now I'm moving in. Again, trying to micromanage all these heroes was definitely a new challenge for me. There's so many new abilities, and I'm having to learn about what they all do. The Canite Assassin is a duelist and actually very good. Let's go look at what I'm doing right now. So right now I'm just trying to focus on their Lothern Sea Guards that have shields. Over here I have my Black Arc Corsairs moving in to go fight some spearmen. On the right flank I'm fighting more spearmen, and I'm going to be able to tear right through them. Look at that, he uses AoE right on my infantry. I have my War HYDRA just trying to move in. I eventually do use a breath spell, and over here I use my Penumbral Pendulum to slash right through that formation, killing many of them. And he goes right after my archers, doing so much damage. But the point of my army wasn't to actually use my archers. The point of it was to charge in with my elite infantry. I have better infantry than he does. Let's go look over here real quick. I've got my War HYDRA charging in. And these are so good and powerful. It does have regeneration. It can cause fear and terror. And look at that. Another takes its place. That's really cool, actually. You Titanic deadly hydras are notoriously difficult to kill. No kidding. And again, Fairy Breath. I have 3 charges for that to use. If you go look over here right now, I've got my Dreadlord who's currently inside of him. Just killing a lot of Lothern Sea Guardsmen. Over here, my infantry are pushing in. I've got some infantry back there. I'm trying to get that Flamespire Phoenix. Let's just go ahead and play it out now. You can check it out in a more cinematic view just for a moment. And you can see how I fold onto his formation. He does have Illyrian Reavers coming in to charge. If you go look at him right now, they only are very fast and have Vanguard deployment. He could take on my archers, but they were meant to be used as bait. And if you look at it, he had a hard time with micromanagement too, only because he had a lot of units hidden. That might not have been intentional, I'm not too sure. But I'm still fighting some Sword Masters of Hoth. Those guys are very tough. Killing Spearmen, going after Lothern Sea Guardsmen. And back here, I'm still fighting more Sea Guardsmen. That Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower had to move up. Here's my War Hydra. I wanted to wait to use a big breath spell on them. Let's go wait now. They're charging at me. I'm going to fight some of the Silver Helms. Over here, I'm using another Miasma on that Shock Cab before they could even charge into me. They were trying to go after my Canine Assassin, who's moving up right now. Let's go look at what he has real quick, in case you don't know. Let's go look at it just real quick. Hold on, I'm trying to get on top of him. There we go. Kindle Flame. Oh, well, that's not a perk. Strength 3 Spite, plus 5 to melee attack. Murderous Mastery, which was triggered up here. If you go look at that, it's for my entire army. We get 15 more leadership, 25% more melee attack, 25% to charge bonus, 20% to armor piercing missile damage, and 30% to vigor, which is our stamina. But he's got a lot of really cool abilities. Like if you go look over here, he's got Foe Seeker and Deadly Onslaught to do a lot of damage. He's got a Witch Brew, which makes him go on a rampage. He basically drinks the blood of a death hag and goes crazy for a while. But his stats are highly boosted, like his melee attack. Alright, right now I'm really pushing on the enemy infantry. They're falling apart at the moment. They can't keep up. And they're being healed up, it looks like, by Teclis. Back over here, I've got some more Corsairs attacking. I've got my War Hydra attacking as well, 54 kills total. He's not focusing down my War Hydra, which is what he should have done. And then I brought in my Dreadlord, just to kind of flank him a little bit, as we get right through all of them. And you can see, I have him hit on so many fronts right now, he can't focus on any one target. I'm letting my Canine Assassin attack for a little bit, going after more Guardsmen. And here's my War Hydra. Currently firing after that group of Silver Helms for fun. And many of them drop. I didn't want them to come back and bother me. And look at that War Hydra go. I nearly feel bad for them. They're having to fight that giant thing. Jeez. And really, my front lines doesn't really change for the duration of this fight. Let's go look. I'm still fighting Spearmen. I'm still holding. So, like, the battles do definitely last longer. I mean, can you remember how long a melee line would last in the first game? They definitely do last longer. And that Flamespire Phoenix actually did a little bit of damage going after my crossbows. But let's go look over here now. I'm still trying to hit it and kill it. I do have 88 melee attack right now, which is quite high. It's also imbued with poison. Teclis is over here. I did use Assassin's Trophy on him. I'm trying to kill him a little bit. Look at that. He just took a lot of damage. He just dropped big time. He's using more of that Flock of Doom on me. Let's go look now. I've got my Black Ark Corsairs charging through. They have 51 kills. I've got my Dreadlord with 57 kills. I knew that she would have the advantage. If Tyrion was here, then maybe things would have been a little bit different, but Tyrion was not here. And there's my War Hydra at 82 kills still, and I believe I had like one breath spell left. They're all running away. I'm going to come back now and focus on these Sword Masters who have over 100 kills, and they're just cutting down my poor soldiers. Alright. Back over here, a Flamespire Phoenix still charging in. Death from above, no kidding. My poor archers are running away. They didn't get to really be utilized in this fight. We do have Illyrian Reavers coming in and doing a massive charge on me, but they are not Silver Helms. I'm bringing back a lot of my infantry to help form up on a nice line. I'm having my Dreadlord also come in too, where I can hold up. Yeah, she's out of magic, but she got 57 kills, not bad. You can see how they were just all beaten down. Over here, I'm still fighting Teclis. He's got only 4 kills right now. He did some AoE damage, I'm sure, but there we go. He's buffing them up. Not a bad call, though. I mean, Sword Masters are so strong. But with only basic spearmen, my Corsairs are just so much better. Oh, look at him go. There's just more of them coming after me. I'm bringing my War Hydra down. I wanted to use another breath spell, which I did immediately upon his mounted units. The Illyrian Reavers, and many of them fell in battle. I keep using cinematic shots. I hope you don't mind that. I think it's fun. Alright. Over here, they're beginning to hit my poor Black Ark Corsairs, just not heavily enough. They do have a Sea Dragon Cloak, which gives them quite a bit of armor, and now they're charging back into combat. I mean, Spearmen only have 40 armor. They do have a shield, but I'm not using missiles to beat them. So the Phoenix is dead. I'm now going after Teclis, and it looks like the battle has been won for the Dark Elves. The Druki have prevailed again, and we will keep on prevailing. Alright, we are now done. Let's go look at our stats real quick. Yeah, really, he brought in too many ranged units. The Swordmasters were a good call. That probably should have been in the very middle of his formation. He got scattered big time. He could have had every Loathered Sea Guardsman focus on my War Hydra at the very start, but if you look at it right now, I just brought in a lot of infantry. My War Hydra was able to maneuver around. I was able to negate his mounted units, at least the Silver Helms. I mean, look at them, 0 kills. And I just nullified a lot of what he was trying to do. Having only one Legendary Lord was probably a really bad idea. I had magic, I had a tanky leader, and I had a nice assassin too. I had so many things to keep my leadership up, for one, and two, I had the capabilities to go after individual units heavily, and I did. I mean, I could have brought some Cold One Knights, or I could have brought in a Dreadlord, and I did. And she was on one Cold One and got so many kills. My Dark Shards were rendered nullified, but when you have that much enemy cav, it's just kind of hard to keep him alive. Not to mention, he had a flying unit, which again, I wasn't too worried about, not when it came to melee. Those are interesting, but yeah. Alright, so thank you for watching. I hope that you watch all my multiplayer battles in the future. There's going to be a lot of them. And if you would like to join my Discord community, make sure that you do that too. It's linked down below. I'm on there pretty much every day. Anyway, leave a like, comment. Till then.